A very pleasant good afternoon, everyone, as we get set for Friday racing and a really good weekend of racing action here in Southern California at beautiful Del Mar. I'm Kurt Hoover. Be with you throughout the day and the rest of the meet here as we look forward to the weekend of racing. My guest once again, Ryan Anderson. And Ryan, a pretty good Friday card. I mean, both tomorrow and Sunday are real good cards, but I thought today was okay. I got a few ideas and I like a couple horses.
Yeah, I like today's card. Found some prices that I like, so I'm interested to get into the sequence, see how it plays out.
Jockey picked 6 yesterday, so there was no carryover this afternoon. Let's get right to the action of the first race and kick off the pick 5. California breds going a mile on the turf. A couple horses on today's card figure to be very short prices. This is one of them, Goatski, and he's living up to that 1-9 in the early wagering.
Yeah, taking a lot of early money. I ended up going, tried to get a little creative, go 3-5 in here. I thought the 3 Strawberry Tizzy has just improved kind of start by start. I like the way this one finishes off races, and that's kind of why I'm against Goatski. I don't like the way he's been finishing those last couple races. This is his 3rd start of the Del Mar meet. He comes back in 7 days rest. So, I don't know. Again, I just haven't loved the way he's finished those races. Strawberry Tizzy, I feel like he is going to get maybe a little bit of pace. I'm worried that Goatski might get a little loose here. But I thought if the pace comes back to him, Strawberry Tizzy's going to be the one picking up the pieces on the class drive.
Yeah, I picked Goatski. I don't love her, especially at a short price, but I thought she was definitely the horse to beat. Second, I did put Strawberry Tizzy. I thought she ran better in looks in her debut. I bet on her in her second start. She had a rough trip. Last time she finished okay. She was down inside. I think she'll improve. She seems to be slowly learning and moving forward. So 2-3 for me in the opener. On to race 2, there's scratcher number 2, Sophistry, and that scratch did not surprise me because I think Sam Walensky put that horse in to make the race go. That's just my guess, and I think his horse, Emirates Affair, will be very tough to beat.
Yeah, Emirates Affair for me is a strong early lean. First time in the barn for Sam Walensky. A couple very sharp works over this Del Mar surface since coming in off a brief break since middle of June. Yeah, this barn's always live. Hector Barrios aboard, just another vote of confidence for me.
Yeah, if they lose her, you look at the economic reality here. The connections took her for 20. If they lose her, they get 25. The purse is 43. That's another 25, 26. You get the ship and win. It makes economic sense. Carmen Miranda was claimed for 80 last summer. Shows up for 25. Don't know what to make of that. She's trained very well and gets Juan Hernandez. And even Stay in Line, I thought was real gained 3 back in the comeback race at Santini, then drops in for a tag. So 5-3 for me in race number 2. On to race number 3, the start of the pick 6. Scratch to 1, Cactus Charlie, and scratch to 5, Bell's Bro.
I went with the 8, El Rankin on top. The 6, Arkadelphia, deserving morning line favorite here. Probably going to get bet pretty heavily, especially with the scratch of the rail horse, Cactus Charlie. Ran it okay last time out, but to me, I've kind of seen what I need to see. Didn't quite last out that 5 furlong distance last time. I thought El Rankin had a shot. Switching over to the turf, the dam was all right on turf. First time gelding now. Armando Ayuso aboard for a horse that has a couple really nice works since the gelding took place. Lost last time out on dirt to Brant, Silver Liberty, and Balboa. Balboa came back out to win Brant, the $3 million horse, and Civil Liberty was very nice as well. So
very
I thought
fast
this one
horses.
yeah. Thought this one deserved a shot.
I ended up picking Arkadelphia. I thought this horse ran real well last time. Ran a winning race. Just happened to run second. I think will be very tough to beat today. I think BG Bullet will run better. This horse was kind of dead on the board first time out at 6-1. Got bumped around, banged around pretty good at the break. I thought finished good enough, and I think we'll move way forward off that race from a man, Hector Palma. So let's go 6-4 to tip off the pick 6. On to race 4, scratch to 7, I'm No Swifty. Leads to the field of 9. I thought this was a pretty tough race.
It was. I'm upset about the scratch of I'm So Swifty. I really like that runner coming in here. I'd been working with some older horses, which is always a vote of confidence for me. So I went 5-8 in here. I thought the 5 Chica Tigre is probably going to get a lot of my play and probably a lot of the public's as well. But the blinkers on for the 3rd career start with J.J. Hernandez aboard, I thought had all the makings of a horse that should get the job done today. The 8 Victoria's Jewel took some money for George Papadromo on debut. He's not great with first-time starters, a little bit better with second-time starters. Riskfully sticks aboard, I thought deserved a logical chance.
Yeah, I thought a tough race. I took a price shot. Watching the replay of Sheer Lightning's first race, I think she's going to move way forward. She was very green. Absolutely hated the kickback, as most horses do, but it was very noticeable watching her go into the turn. She was throwing her head, backing out of it. Looked like she might run last. Once Les kind of got her outside of horses, she actually finished all right. She was trying to run a little bit late. I think the outside post is a giant plus. Just watching her, going to get a much better trip out there. And she's a fair price at 10-1 in the line. Chica Tigre puts on the blinkers for Blaine Wright. Looked like the horse to beat. And Kiss Me Coco lost all chance at the start. Blinkers off. Good work. Brian Corner won a race yesterday. I thought that horse could improve too. 10-5 to kick off a late pick 5. On to race 5. Interesting race here, I thought. Going to have another very short price here in 32 chunk.
You are, and I couldn't really find another way around this horse. I thought this one certainly deserved, off those last two efforts of high 80 buyer speed figures. Not a great morning workout horse. The morning works don't really enthuse, but seems to be holding that form fine and not meeting any killers in here. I thought the 7 miracle mark prior to the scratch deserved a chance, so now I'm just all on 4.
Yeah, going to be a short price, I think, too. The numbers tower over the buyer-wise, and I'm guessing sheets-wise tower, too. So definitely the horse to beat. I thought Charlie Foxtrot would run well for Hess, who won a race yesterday. This horse took a while to level off. He's kind of high-headed, and once he leveled off, he finished strongly. I don't know if he beat much. There has been a next-out winner. The horse Apollo Capestro's Mutt Dillon, who won yesterday, was 6th in that race. And I think a great trip from the outside. Hess had Hernandez on a winner yesterday, so I thought Charlie Foxtrot maybe a chance to upset. And even Cultural for Michael McCarthy. They ran him for 32 first time out. Now they protect him, which tells me he must be doing all right. So kickoff of the pick 4 in race 5. Race 6, got a field of 10 going here at 5 and a hook for maiden 32.
Yeah, this is a tough race to find a winner at. So I went a little price shopping. I went with the 7 My Man Huey. First, the sire Complexity, very good with those early on dirt sprinters. Blinkers on, hopefully learned a little bit in debut, came out of it and has worked well since. So I want to give the 7 a shot. And I thought the 4 My Maroney, also 8-1. Huge drop from the maiden special weight with 150K claiming tag into a much more logical spot, I thought. So 7-4 for me.
Yeah, one of my best bets of the day in this race. I really like Guillermo, the 8-horse for Alfredo Marquez. If you watch his first race, that's called an educational run. I think he's going to get a lot out of that. He finished nice. He galloped out in front. He's going to be dead fit off that race. Came back with a half mile and 51 and change. Alfredo Marquez, a good old school trainer, also the co-owner here. Love the fact the horse is drawn outside. So William, or better known as Guillermo, going to be my top pick in race number 6. 3-horse, one step beyond. I bet on a couple times. He's kind of a hard horse to ride. He's a little goofy early on. He's down inside again, which bothers me a little bit, but he can finish if this thing falls apart, and it could. But I really do like Guillermo. We'll get some straight money from me today in race number 6. 7th race tips off the late double, $40,000 claimers. Interesting race, I thought, here, Ryan, because you got some old class horses who may be going this way or maybe going that way. You got a lot of horses who just have the same kind of running style, not a real fast pace. Tricky race.
Yeah, very tricky race. Tough to find to decipher who's going to come out on top. I ended up on the 9 Simplexity, first time in the barn for Jeff Mullins. Tactical sort, you get Rispoli on for the barn, which is always a successful move. Again, yeah, you mentioned not much pace in here. I thought this one could sit closer, and that might be the key. I really like the 2 Kawasaki for Richard Baltus with our Ayuso aboard. The last 4 has closed the fastest of the group, so has a really nice kick for home. I just worry that might not get that pace set up with the lack of it. So 9-2 for me in here.
Yeah, the pace is a little tricky in this race, and some of the droppers, I don't know which way they're going. I went to Beef Winslow. He got banged around at the start last time. Massive rider switch with Juan Hernandez taking over. I think the blinkers will help. Hess claimed him last time and runs him back for 40. I think he'll be up a lot closer to the pace today, and he can finish. So I like Beef Winslow on top. Dandy Man shines once upon a time a lot better than he is taking a massive drop. Just don't know what's there. He didn't run much last time. Neither did Cathal. Those are 2 droppers, Ryan. If they revert to their old form, they'll be tough, but it's a big if.
It's a big if.
Yeah.
Big if.
So I'm going to go 8-5 and hope for the best with Beef Winslow. All right, 8th and final, take out the alsos. 12, 13, 14, do not go. Ryan, good luck here. What do we do?
Yeah, good luck on the get-out race. I ended up going 9-3. Not a whole lot of confidence, but I liked the 9's race last time out. Perfect smile for Kazushi Kimura aboard and Peter Miller. Has some sharp works as well. And then the 3 Ready to Dare I thought was very interesting for William Anton Georgi and Steve Sherman. Just, again, some sharp works. You get the cutback from a mile back to the 6.5, which I like. Typically, a lot of fitness is involved there. So 9-3 for me, but a very difficult final race.
I went the same route you did, Ryan, on Ready to Dare. I know the horse had a lot of chances, but this is a very soft field, and he's had 0 chances for 12-5. Fit. This thing could fall apart because it's 6.5. There's a lot of cheap speed in here. I could see these horses completely falling apart, and Ready to Dare is going to be fit and going to be finishing. So I put him on top. The 11 Ponytail Pete, like the fact that he passed the horse last time, or she passed the horse last time much because she hadn't done that, and I love her being drawn outside. So 3-11 for me to wrap up a really good Friday card. Ryan, good luck today. We'll see you over the weekend. Some really good racing both today, and some nice stakes action coming up Saturday and Sunday.
Definitely some nice races coming up this weekend as well as today.
Ryan Anderson has been my guest. Thanks to all of you for watching. Post him in 45. I'll see you in the paddock in about 25 minutes.